Okay, you know when you're in a complex tech sale and suddenly a technical wizard swoops in to make sense of it all? Well, today, we're solving the puzzle of who that person is. We're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most vital and, let's be honest, most confusing roles in the entire tech industry. If you've ever scrolled through job postings and your head starts spinning trying to figure out the real difference between a sales engineer, a solutions consultant, or a solutions architect, yeah, you're not the only one. Not by a long shot. And look, this isn't just you. Here's a comment from the Sales Engineers subreddit that just nails it. The titles are very squishy. But here's the thing. All that squishiness, all that confusion, it's hiding a super strategic and absolutely critical job. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise and get right to the heart of what these folks really do. All right, so to get to that core function, we've got to tackle this identity crisis head on. And the best way to do that? Let's just bust the two biggest myths that cause all the confusion in the first place. First up, myth number one. The idea that these are just salespeople who've learned a few technical buzzwords to sound smart. Yeah, that couldn't be more wrong. The truth is, sales and pre-sales are really two sides of the same coin. They have to work together, but their missions are totally distinct. It's really a tale of two different but equally crucial kinds of fit. Okay, check this out, because this is the key difference right here. The sales team, they're all about customer fit. They're asking, is this the right kind of company for us? Do they have the budget? They're managing the relationship, the money, the deal itself. But the pre-sales pro is obsessed with solution fit. They're asking a completely different question. Is our tech actually the right tool to fix this customer's specific nitty-gritty problem? And you can see how that plays out in what they do all day. While your sales rep is busy prospecting and negotiating, the pre-sales expert is deep in the technical weeds. They're running discovery sessions, building custom demos, setting up proofs of concept to show the tech actually works, and handling all the technical Q&A and the proposals. And that brings us right to myth number two. This is the big one that started all this confusion. The idea that a job title like solutions architect means the exact same thing everywhere. As we already saw, it just doesn't. Anyone in the field will tell you the titles are all over the place. It depends on the company, the industry, you name it. So, you know what? Let's just forget the titles for a minute. Let's focus on the job, on the consistent role these people play, no matter what it says on their business card. At its very heart, pre-sales isn't a title, it's a set of activities. It's that whole critical process of connecting what a customer needs with what a company's product does. And this all happens before anyone signs a contract. You could almost call them the technical conscience of the sales process. And these activities, they pretty much always follow this life cycle. It kicks off with deep technical discovery to really find the pain points. From there, they build a tailored demo, not some generic slideshow, but a demo built specifically for that customer. If they need more convincing, you move to a proof of concept to prove it works in their world. And finally, they bring it home by supplying all the crucial tech details for the final proposal. And that right there is the most important thing to get. One company might call them a solutions consultant, another a sales engineer, but the strategic job they're doing, making sure the technology is a real win, that function is always the same. So we figured out what this role does, not just what it's called. But now let's talk about why it's so incredibly valuable. Because this is not just a support role. It's a strategic weapon that directly helps bring in money. Just let this number sink in for a second. 70%. A recent report found that a massive 70% of sales deals need a pre-sales professional involved to even get across the finish line. We're talking nearly 3 out of every 4 deals. That's huge. And their impact is super concrete. They make sales cycles faster because they squash technical problems before they even start. They build serious trust with buyers because they're seen as the credible expert, not just another salesperson. All of this helps improve win rates, and it even reduces risk down the line because they've already confirmed everything will work. Think about it. Finding one little integration issue early on can save everyone weeks of headaches later. So if we strip away all the confusing names and just look at the job itself, what are we left with? What's the best way to really think about this role? Well, the best way to picture it is as a bridge. Pre-sales is the essential, must-have bridge that connects the sales team's goals with the product team's reality. And even more importantly, they are the human bridge between a product's complex technical features and a customer's simple, real-world problems. Which leaves us with one last big question to chew on. In a world where tech is getting more and more complex, where AI is everywhere, doesn't that make the need for a trusted human expert, someone who can translate all that complexity, more important than ever? The role of this bridge, it might just be the most crucial role in the future of sales itself.